sorry, Princess Twilight. That was meant for her. Incoming! Tula-Rula.
Okay, no joke, we actually have a G3 Tula-Rula toy. It's kind of an inside joke amongst my family.
Friendship isn't always easy, but there's no doubt it's worth fighting for. That sounds familiar.
It's not a Larson episode without a cavalcade of continuity.
This is the friendship journal my friends and I used to keep.
Wait, how long has it been since Twilight got her castle now? There have been at least 2 Hearthstormings since then, so...
It's filled with all the things we've learned, like friendship isn't always easy, but there's no doubt it's worth fighting for.
Hang on, that lesson was back in Season 2. They didn't start the journal until Season 4.
There's a smushed apple in Applejack's lessons.
Ew.
What can I say? When I learn something, I learn it hard.
Now, when you say that, do you mean it's hard for you to learn it? Mysterious Ne'er-do-well. 28 pranks later.
I learned this spell years ago when I needed to make copies of a certain... manifesto.
Manifesto? You mean the books filled with nothing but equal signs?
You love playing hopscotch. No, you do, because you always win.
I thought it was Scootaloo that loved hopscotch. G3 reference for the win!
Yeah, but the purpose of the journal isn't supposed to be marketing.
Ha.
I only wish they'd left Rarity out. She clearly doesn't belong in that book with the rest of them.
Oh dear, this is not gonna end well.
Go ahead. I'm gonna have a chat with these two.
Oh boy, now this I want to see. Aww.
Yep, bye, Twilight.
Okay, if anyone starts upsetting Fluttershy, I'm gonna have to smack them in the face.
Here's a great idea. Why don't you guys talk to Twilight for a while?
Hang on, Ruby Pinch is a Pegasus now? What race is she supposed to be?
I whipped out all the Twilight Sparkle lessons because they were getting in the way of the good ones.
Beware of what you say, lest you incur the wrath of Bookhorse.
Please, just leave me alone.
Excuse me for a minute.
Listen up, I am more suited. And yes, it took me a while to get there. But can you honestly say that you could learn something one time and completely change who you are? I didn't think so.
Never mind, she did it for me.
Even I've learned more than she has. Why can't I be in the book?
Do people actually complain about this?
What are you doing?
Well, I'm creating a gown, darling.
Gah!
Applejack, who are all these ponies?
They call themselves the Sweet Apple Admirers.
You know, maybe they are all taking advantage of the apple's hospitality, but maybe the apples are also being too hospitable.
I read this journal cover to cover, and I have to say, your character would have been much more interesting if she'd stayed in Canterlot.
Haha, but seriously, you know what would have happened if Twilight stayed in Canterlot? This. Also, talking this way about fictional characters is one thing. Talking this way about real people is another. Martin Luther King Jr.'s character would have been better if he didn't have that dream.
My character? We are real ponies. This journal is a record of things that actually happened to us.
Thank you!
That's why you want to be Team Dash. She's the only one who didn't really need to learn anything because she was already so cool.
Ha.
Twilight was better before she got wings.
Ha! Lines like this make me wonder just how much of this episode was actually written by Larson. Also, Twilight got wings at the end of Season 3. Again, they didn't start the journal until Season 4.
Fluttershy is just so painfully shy, it's hard to relate. I mean, come on.
Hey! There is a Fluttershy fan standing right there!
Without our flaws, there wouldn't be any friendship lessons to learn.
Yeah, I have to agree with this. Without flaws, every pony would be a Mary Sue, and no pony would have a well-rounded character.
We just wanted to say thank you to all of you.
Hang on, it just occurred to me that Tula-Rula's mane and tail are different colors. Have we seen any pony else like that in G4? Ever?
Yeah, our friendship? Well, we were having trouble until we read your journal. It showed us that friends can go through all sorts of tough times and come through stronger than before. It's made us better friends than we've ever been.
Someone else has said that this almost sounds like only the target audience can really appreciate the true intent behind a work. I'm not sure that what was intended, but that can be an unfortunate implication.
Reckon we still have to deal with them, don't we?
Don't worry, I'm sure all of this will be completely forgotten by the next episode.
Stay in the friendship moment, Applejack. They can wait a little longer.
Alright, I get that this episode is basically a reference to overbearing fan bases, and yes, they do have a point. Fans sometimes do go overboard with their dedication, in both the positive and the negative directions. In fact, after watching this episode, I actually started wondering just how far into this territory my own react and review videos go. But I think it's unfortunate that fan bases always seem to be judged based on their extremes. They're not completely just this. They do have decent people in them who know how to review and critique without taking things too seriously. To paraphrase Twilight, no work is flawless. There are going to be mistakes, slips, and sometimes even complete shark jumps. But as long as we're not criticizing the show over-extensively, pestering the creators with insane questions or requests, or letting our lives be taken over by our fanaticism, I think we're good. Okay, now that all that's been said, I need to go continue my list of reasons why Fluttershy is best pony. See y'all later. Hang on, Ruby Pinch is a Pegasus now? What species is she supposed to...